Elaine Andam was tragically killed in September 2023. Anyway, we've covered this many times, but now the killer has been sentenced. So let's go straight to the mainstream. So Hassan Sentamu, the 18-year-old responsible for the tragic murder of 15-year-old Elaine Andam in Croydon, has been sentenced to life in prison with a minimum term of 23 years. The attack occurred in September 2023 when Sentamu confronted his ex-girlfriend and Elaine, who were supporting her friend. During the encounter, Sentamu fatally stabbed Elaine after an argument over her personal belongings. Despite admitting to manslaughter, Sentamu denied murder, claiming his actions were influenced by autism. That's very disrespectful, and the press shouldn't even print that, affecting his self-control. However, the jury rejected this defense, convicting him of murder. The judge highlighted the premeditated nature of the attack, emphasizing the broader community's plea to end knife violence. Now, people, I'm going to say it straight like this, yeah? The press, I find it very highly irresponsible to even print that autism had anything to do with this guy's decision. Secondly, I don't know why the press are not putting the full details of the case, meaning that throughout this whole thing, people, this guy didn't even show an ounce of remorse. Nothing. Nothing at all. So think about these people. My man killed the little girl. Not only did he kill her, he tried to blame it on autism, yeah, which the UK's got a major thing going on with now. Most of you guys who don't think this is a big thing, you'll end up having a child like that. So I'm telling you now, because that's the way the country is. The food, everything like that, it's all by design. But that's another conversation. The brother didn't show no remorse. People, it's one thing to steal a little girl from this plane of existence, yeah, but it's another thing not to even show no remorse. Now, 23 years is a joke. That's an absolute, to me, that's an absolute joke, because my man's what? 18. He's 18. So let's say let's say he was 18 at the time. Yeah. Even if he's 20 now, if my man even does the full 23 years, yeah, he'll be out at 43. So if you think about it, yeah, I'm 37 now, so in 6 years, I don't think I'm seem that old. Yeah, man. I feel like I still got a lot of time, God willing, in front of me. Yes. So my man's still gonna get somewhat of a life. You know what I mean? And to me, that's crazy. So I feel the whole knife crime, I'm gonna say it straight, knife crime, gangs, all of that. People, it's an easy fix. It's an easy fix, you know.
Hella easy.
Very easy you could fix this almost damn near overnight. I'm telling you now, in my school, I've said it time after time, but in my school, when they first introduced isolation, yeah, that fixed up the school. That almost overnight, all them class clowns and everything was separated from the children who wanted to actually learn. You know how hard it was, isolation, yeah? It was that bad, yeah, that they were trying to get it taken out of the school, because to isolate someone it's almost a mental thing, Noble.
It's against the human rights.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing, it's a slippery slope. And you see, this is what I'm saying about how times have changed. Back in the day, people could get away with things, organizations and individuals. They couldn't do no isolation business now. Huh?
Yeah, facts.
Serious. The mental health, the effect of the mental health. Look, the poor children went through the zombie apocalypse where they couldn't even develop as children from whatever age, from 2 up to flipping 14. They had no bonds. I've heard teachers talking about some children don't even know how to communicate, don't even know how to go to the toilet and stuff. They can't even eat.
Facts.
They haven't been socialized, man.
Facts. And this is what I'm saying. It's like, my man, he's got off easy in it. And he's got off easy because this issue is a quick fix. very quick fix, but we've said it before that all of these crimes, knife crime, shootings, it makes a lot of money, people. So a man was telling me, this is a man who works within that sector, told me that from the scene of a stabbing, meaning that when someone gets stabbed and their body lays on the ground dead, from that moment until when the body goes into the ground, it's worth £1 million. A man broke that down to me, Noble. So he said from that moment to where the person comes, and whether an ambulance comes or whether you're going straight to a morgue or whatever the case may be, from that very moment to when the body goes in the ground, it's worth £1 million, meaning the perpetrator who done the crime, the man who's now passed, the ambulance cost, the funeral cost, all of that, they say it's worth £1 million. So if you solve that problem, altogether, a lot of money is taken off the table. So I'm not saying that they're not trying to address this issue. However, they're still leaving certain things in place, because with that crime, even though 23 years to an average man, that will send shivers down your spine. But to a man who's done that crime, he can live his life. If he's in prison, he knows that, okay, for this part of my life, I'm down and out. But he can come out, he can have children, he can get married, he can. Think about it, Noble. He can live a normal life somewhat after this. So really, for what he did, we need to start being like America, where we're like 40 years, 50 years. That's how we have to do it. Come through, Noble.
Numbers, as they call it. Them football numbers, like you go down south and you're getting 123 years and stuff. And man are fainting and stuff, fainting in the damn courts. Yeah, man, you're 173 years, Louisiana. They got some tough somethings, man. You go to Angola prison, you go there. This is what. How many times we've highlighted this? These little flipping runts of our nation running around, depraved, hopeless and helpless, destroying the thing. And they're going on about hood stars, trapping and ghettos and stuff. I can do the prison thing standing on my head, because you got a damn PlayStation in the thing, man. You got a nice comfy cell. There may be rats all in the green if you're in there, and cockroaches, but you've pretty much got, access to all kind of technology. They'll take you. You go to another country. You go to Eastern Europe and see what going on. You go to Russia, where they got labor camps, Siberia. That is rehabilitate. That you want to go there. Make it uncomfortable for crime. This is a self-perpetuating and self-fulfilling prophecy that they are putting forth. They create the situation, and then they have a means of punishment, which is nothing. Man is in there making 40k a year in prison. Huh? How does a criminal locked up in prison, how do they make £40,000 selling drugs in prison, and backy and all kind of other illicit mobile phones getting smuggled upside people's rectum?
A man told me before, Noble, that he prefers real talk, people. Real talk. A man looked me in my face and he goes, yo, I prefer to be in pen, because he said he makes more money in pen.
I've heard.
And I said, what? He said, yo, I make more money. And this is a man. There's a bag of men, who just don't work, or who are just not integrated into society. I'm telling you, where like their rent's paid, their this and that, and their man just live between that and go in prison, and then just hustling or whatever. Yeah. And to me, that's crazy. But Xavier said, problem is the government can't afford them type of sentences unless prisons are fully privatized. Then those sentences could happen. All right, hear this now, Xavier. If you listen to a lot of what the government people are saying now, they're moving towards the direction of making European prisons. So that problem soon sort out as well, where a lot of these man in the future, man will be shipped off like to a European prison.
Albania, remember? That was what that was.
That's gonna be different. And when they do that, the reason why they're doing that is because two things. First of all, it's a space issue. Secondly, they'll make a lot of money partnering with these countries. And thirdly, it's going to be harsher punishment.
Yes.
So you think I think when eventually now a man gets caught for like a mad crime, but you're going to do 10 years in Albania, So you're going straight to Albania to do 10 years. Come on, people. That's going to be a nightmare. But a lot of man, they're giving up themselves to the government. And this is the worst time to do that. Trust me. Now's the worst time to put yourself in the system, people. Worst time.
Look at this. And it hasn't, no one, maybe we need to clip this out. But do you remember when was it? It was last year when they let all of those criminals out?
Yes. Yes.
Right now, we've always had, you go on the old social medias and all that. You see the crazy shit that's going in, right? Look what it is now. Every time I go on to the socials now, it's criminality. That's all I'm seeing. Sword fighting in the damn streets with machetes or whatever, zombie knives, people running people over, people driving on the pavements, burglaries, attacking people. Man's walking down the street, stabbing up people them randomly. Like, is there no correlation? Like you're saying you've let out people who near the end of their tariff sentence wise and mainly non offensive, like bodily harm kind of crimes. I can't remember the terminology.
Non-violent crimes.
Yeah, non-violent. That's what I'm saying with non-violent crimes. You've let all these people out. How comes we're seeing what I'm seeing an increase of violent crimes going on, of murders, of shootings? There was a shooting a couple of days up in Wolverhampton. There was a shooting down in Brum here. There was a shooting up in Warsaw. All within the space of a week. People are getting wet up. People are putting blood on people's birthday suits. For what reason? A lot of it, unfortunately, is drugs. Where did the drug? I had this conversation the day before yesterday because I was talking about the same thing. I was like, yeah. Where did these little hoodlums in these little estates, right? I think they're well connected, man. I think that they've managed to install people at the border crossing so they can let the drugs come through. I also think that they've been trained as speedboat pilots, aeroplane pilots, and even to create their own stealth bombers to fly these drugs over to the UK undetected. Because for not having possession mark of these drugs, which are supposed to be illegal, right? Crack cocaine, which is a mixture of cocaine and other bits and pieces, the old heroin, opium base, they're not grown here, are they?
They're not.
They are shipped in over here. So you're telling me they did these little youngsters on the roads with their hands down their trousers, fondling their genitalia. They're clever enough to infiltrate the HMRC, border control, fly planes, manufacture 3D print shit and all that, and bring these drugs over here. Come on, people, man.
Yeah, they've just made them, all them youths in the night tech trackies and rapping about, yeah, man, I'm moving this and yeah, I'm moving bits and where. You're just the poster child for that. You're just a poster child. And this is what I try and say to these, man. A man selling £10 drawers, but they're promoting it like he's Pablo Escobar. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, they're fooling the people, but they're also fooling you. They want you to own that. They want you to believe that you're the man. And really, you're not. You're a pawn on a chessboard.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's what, because even this is why I say when they make these Top Boy and all these, and I'm like, no man ain't going to discuss no business with the direct connect like that. They're not. I'm not saying the odd man might slip with it, or the odd man might not get a direct link, but man just ain't doing it on that scale.
No.
Man just are not doing it on that type of scale, but they'll make you the poster child for it though. They'll make you the poster boy for that genre of crime in the UK.
Of criminality. Picture the scenario. The main plug. Let's use the terminology. The main plug. Is he dressed in a night tech trackie or something?
No,
sibling?
It's not.
He's in a suit. He's got a mansion. Yeah. So let's paint the scenario. So okay, the little youth from round the way from Bitter Creek, the top boy around Bitter Creek, right? He's doing his dizzle wiggle. He goes to link my man in his in his little trackie. He's gonna have mans put up in the R Golf with a stage 2 flipping tuning on it with the pops and bangs in it, yeah, thumping out all the latest flipping drill. He's gonna pull up to my man's mansion to do business, right? I don't see that.
No chance.
Ever take
no chance.